So today's event is organised by InterTradeIreland All-Ireland Innovation Programme, and Leading by Innovating is the title of this panel event.
I think the key takeaway from today is the interest. You know, that the house was packed, so there's a lot of interest in it, and I think the main thing is that leadership and innovation are tied together. Leadership is about change, innovation is about change, it's about moving things forward. We talked a lot about how the prerequisite is passion in order to convey a vision for a future state, and then I think a little bit is placing trust in other people to allow them to figure out how you make that happen.
Well, I think what we saw today was that no matter what, where you're from in the world, no matter what size organization, whether you're SME, large corporate, or a startup, the challenges are the same, and the different management styles that were talked about, from lean startup to Peter Drucker was mentioned. People are mainly saying the same things, and that's that we need to first of all just validate that you have some fit in the market, that you've got a value proposition that is interesting. Executing it is the big challenge everywhere. Can you find the right people to bring your solution to life once you've validated that it's actually worthwhile bringing that solution to life? It was interesting to find out people's perspectives from the audience as well about how you manage health and well-being in the workplace while you're trying to innovate, and can it be done? And I think the consensus was that it is those organizations who create an ecosystem where people can really thrive while still not sacrificing their own health and well-being. They're the ones that will be the continuous innovators and are going to dominate in the future.
So for me, the key takeaway today is I think the capability is there within industry, within organisations. You have a lot of very creative people, a lot of very creative scientists and engineers, but you have to allow them the time and space to do that. You can't just give lip service to the idea of innovative leadership. You actually have to physically follow through it, and that physically follow through is, while there are priorities and the priorities are directly linked to business, you also have to allow these people the time and space to do it, and to do that on a regular basis, that it's not dropped off the work schedule and then brought back up 6 months later. I think you have to consistently allow them the time and space to do that and make sure that happens for them.
So I thought it was interesting to hear about the approach to innovate in companies, and especially in bigger corporates, that there has to be a real willingness to actually adopt it and implement it, that it can't be just trying it out, but rather you have to think of a long-term strategy to change your approach to innovation. And whether that's creating an internal entrepreneurship division based on entrepreneurship principles, there has to be, I think, a leadership approach to adopt that, and a willingness to not just try it for a short amount of time, but actually to embrace it long term.